Hi, folks. This is Lee Gettess with the Market Sense for the week of February 29th, 2012. I don't get to say that very often. The charts we use come from the Trade Navigator software by Gettess Financial Technologies, and the first chart is our weekly bond chart. We have rolled into the June contract here, so the numbers are a little different, but the price pattern looks the same. We've just got this massive sideways pattern that has existed for almost 6 months now. And I guess that's what you get when you get a market that's probably primed to roll over and go down, but you've got a Fed that says they're keeping interest rates low for the next 2 years, and they're just sort of in this fight to determine who's going to win. They have shown a little upside pressure here. We've got resistance around 142 that they appear to be trying to break out above. Don't know how meaningful that is. We've got a previous swing high at 144 and all kinds of other resistance in the sideways pattern here that could hold them. So this isn't necessarily a big deal, but they got to break something before they get going, so maybe that's the start of something. Support was down here at 141. They could still trade that this week, even though they've stayed well above it so far. But, big sideways pattern, about all you can do is try to nibble the edges, and, sooner or later you're going to be wrong in a major way, because the longer they spend sideways, the more violent the breakout will be. Pretty tough to predict when that will occur, though. You just got to kind of sit and wait, and hopefully you see it when it happens. We have a tremendously different situation in stocks. This is a daily S&P chart rather than the weekly that I normally show you. If you just compress this, it looks just the same. We're just working up sideways and sideways to higher with very little volatility. The week should have held around 1350, which they're holding above. The resistance is 1370, which they appear to be trying to be breaking. And of course, they've broken a lot of support in the last month or so. But you can see there's so little volatility. I mean, just a couple of big bars here. The volatility is just very, very low. And that tends to indicate that we're probably not in the process of making a top just yet. Volatility tends to come in at highs, and we're just not seeing that at this point. So, boy, this could continue all the way to new all-time highs if they're not careful. Now, they certainly could roll over. They've done nothing but have this little gentle escalator pattern going up the whole time. But you just don't see any signs of any kind that they're breaking down. So I kind of throw my hands up and just wait until they give me something to analyze. As you can see, they haven't even come down to the mid-Keltner channel on a daily chart for the entire year. So very little to analyze. You don't have much to analyze when the market's moving in a straight line, and they tend not to do that very often. So sooner or later, we're going to get a move down and something we can sink our teeth into. For now, all I can do is kind of watch and shake my head. So that's what we've got for you today. I sure hope you can find something profitable to get yourself into. Thanks for checking in with us.